It's been labelled as the new murder capital of Gauteng. Police Minister Bheki Cele yesterday revealed that Ivory Park, northeast of Johannesburg, recorded 40 murders in the first quarter of the year. This is up 21 from the same period last year. So what makes this the most dangerous place in Gauteng? Our reporter Manqoba Mchunu is there and he joins us now live. Manqoba, yesterday I think a lot of South Africans were shocked at finding out that only in the first 3 months of the year, close to 5,000 people were murdered just in the first 3 months of the year. This is 387 people more compared to the same period last year. Now, you're at a place that is a cause of concern. What are community members telling you?
Well, Masiko, indeed, it is quite a concerning issue, especially for community members. And we have been speaking to some community members here in Ivory Park, which, of course, has been identified as one of the hotspots for murder in Gauteng. We do know that, Masiko, there were 40 people that were killed just between January and March this year. And there is quite a high number of people that were killed in this particular area. It's 21 more people that were killed compared to the same period last year. And community members saying that they're quite concerned at the fact that, this is prevalent, especially in this community. And many of them saying that they feel unsafe when they have to walk at night. And, it's a situation where you literally have to guard your back in this particular community because of the crime and the prevalence of some of the crimes in this area. And it's not only murder, Masiko, that is problematic in this community, but also issues of assault GBV that are featured quite prominently in those crime stats here in this community. Ivory Park, Masiko. Ivory Park, Masiko, is currently number 5 in the top stations, 30 stations in the country that has reported a number of cases of assault with GBV, but also robbery is a big problem. Many residents saying that they are robbed while walking on the streets, and most of the incidents also are reported within the home setting itself. But let me bring in one of the patrollers here. The community, we understand, Masiko, has even started their own patrolling system just to ensure that they keep criminals at bay. I'm joined now by Danke Rekhoto, who's the leader of the community patrol here in Extension 12. Thank you very much for your time. Let's start here, Baba. How bad is the situation here? The crime stats certainly don't look good when it comes to Ivory Park, but how bad is the situation of crime here in this particular community?
The crime is very bad in this community, where it end up even we think that we must form a patrol to check after people who's coming from work during the night, people who are going to work early in the morning because they have been robbed. Always people have been robbed even in their inside in their premises, inside their houses, so of which we think that we can try to reduce the crime, even if we cannot finish it, but we can try to reduce it to a lower bit. So we end up forming our patroller to check and to cover our people and protect them against these people who are trying to rob them and those who are trying to steal their belongings inside their room. For example, when we start the patroller, there is one of our community member who have been coming from work during the night. Then people were standing in the gate. When you open the gate, then they show him, point with him with a gun. Where they get in to his room, they take everything, including the TV, the cell phones, and their belongings with laptops. So it's where we started to think that to reduce the crime is to form a patrol that will deal with the crime in Ivory Park. So we are trying by all means to clean these thieves and street of Ivory Park at Extension 12, although we are jumping even to the other extensions like Extension 6, Extension 8, where we are still even helping people to reduce crime. Thank you.
Let's talk about the issue of murder. Of course, this is quite a concerning issue. I spoke to some community members who are saying that, you get a case of somebody being killed in this community. You get to hear of somebody being killed in this community more often. Talk to us about the murder and what the current situation is. Are you hearing more cases of people being killed here?
Yes, murder cases, we are a bit worried of them because it's where some people they have been robbed when they're going to work. Some of the cases, people have been robbed in their houses. Some of the cases is where the community end up taking their laws into their own hands of killing these people who are robbing them. Because the problem of the community is that when they report it to the police station, the police are arresting the people, but tomorrow you see them on the same street. The same person who robbed me today, you meet the same person on the street. So it's what we're experiencing up to so far at Ivory Park. So many people, they are dying, and it is painful when you go out and leave your kids and the family, going to work. After that, at the end, you are not coming back. Your family have to suffer for what is happening while it's a crime. So many people have been robbed and killed on their own things. So we think that starting the patrol section, it reduces a lot of death in Ivory Park Station 6, of which up to so far this year we have never received any death in Ivory where I'm staying. But other sections, we have heard that many people are killed, of which is that from on the crime.
Okay, let's talk about the community. Are they feeling safe at all?
The community are not feeling safe up to so far, and it's difficult, more especially even for the CPF to cover them, because up to so far some of the family members, they not managed to contribute. Well, they have to pay for the patrollers. The patrollers have to sometimes stop working because of they not getting the money. So of which is a little bit difficult. It means when they stop patrolling, is where crime is raising up again. So up to so far, we are trying to help the community, of which is difficult for us, it's difficult for everyone. So up to so far, we are not sure we'll find the answers about how we'll continue to save the community and save people, our people while they're going to work and coming from work. We'll talk to the street committee today. We'll have a meeting as well. We'll find the answers. How will we continue with this situation?
I want to go back to the issue that you spoke about earlier about police in this area. Are they doing enough? You have said that as patrollers, you're certainly not seeing a lot of police in the community. Would you say that police are doing enough?
The police, usually the police, when they are patrolling, yes. Sometimes we see them patrolling. Sometimes we don't see the van at all at Section 12. Sometimes there is an incident where sometimes we call them. You find that they delay. There is a number that they give us that is an emergency number. Sometimes when we call them on, that number is off, of which sometimes on that time we need an assistant. But there is no one to assist us on that time. So it ends up even making our life difficult, making our job very big risky. Because how can you follow the person with a knife and a gun sometimes while you don't have a gun or while you don't have a knife? But the people, those who have to back up us is the police, but sometimes they take time even to arrive to help us. So of which it came to be a very big space of problem, because we are not managing to get help sometimes from them. Of which sometimes, somewhere, somehow, they find us patrolling on the street. Sometimes they are the people who are supposed to help us searching people when they go during the night, that they are not having the weapons and all that stuff. But sometimes they are just passing us as if they don't see us.
So what would you say are some of the root causes in terms of the increase in crime in this community? Where does it all start? What is the problem?
The problem of the crime on Ivory, it started off. I can say many people, they are using drugs, dagger, and all that stuff. So many people, they are robbing people to get the stuff that they are smoking, of which for us is difficult, because we are not the one who will teach these people to eat that thing. After that, they are killing people, they are robbing their belongings to sell it. For example, I buy a cell phone for 7,000 rand. They can rob you and sell it at 100 rand so that they can get the money to smoke, of which is very bit difficult. It's very bit problem, traumatic, more especially when people come and report at the patrollers that I've been robbed, I've been taken my cell phone, I've been taken my wallet, just for people to satisfy themselves they have the drugs.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for speaking to us. That is the leader of the patrollers here in Ivory Park. Some of the concerns, of course, Masiho, and some of the issues they are raising is the high robberies in this particular incident. Of course, the murder also remains quite a huge concern for many residents. I spoke to some earlier on who say that they even fear walking on the streets, and they have to always also check on their children on the streets, because the crime is so prevalent here in this community that many of them are quite feeling unsafe at this particular point.
All right, let's leave it there. Thank you very much. Manqoba Mchunu out for us in Ivory Park. Let's